Inasmuch as I'm trying to remind you that Claudine Gay is really of no interest to us, has no relevance whatsoever. This Urkel, RuPaul, Doppelgänger, kind of weird looking, bespectacled, virtually bald, painted, whatever. A lot of the attention, frankly, is because she looks weird. And she looks to folks as being, this is one of these academic lefty loon types that started in the old days when it was African American studies. Remember that? I remember during the maybe late 70s, I don't know when, who knows, but all of a sudden it's African American studies, and people I knew went crazy. I said, well, what's the big deal with African American? Oh, come on, this is some concession. There is no African American studies. So what do you mean there's no African? You're studying PE, for God's sake. Yeah, but that's different. Why is that different? Why is anthropology okay? I had no problem with it. What do I care? Academic pursuits. Musicology, chemistry, African American studies, why not? It doesn't matter. It's college, it's academia, it's everything else. Okay. And people said that, you know what this is. This is just a bunch of kowtowing and pretend lefty lib concessions to, there is no, okay. So all of a sudden people were adherents, strict adherence to the notion of what is and isn't legitimate academic coursework. Okay. Then came women's studies. Oh, dear Jesus. That's crap. What? Women's studies? Oh, come on. Would you stop this? First the African American, now women's studies. What do you want to know about women? What do you not know? Okay. Again, it was perceived by a lot of folks, for lack of a better word, we'll call it, on the right, who looked at things as though it was always against, tradition. And they didn't care about schools. They couldn't tell you what curriculum was being offered. They didn't matter. But this one really got them. Okay, fine. And that's kind of where all this starts. So anyway, here comes this Claudine Gay. Oh, and she's got the look. Now, let me tell you something, how looks matter. This is how petty everybody is. Remember McGill remember the head of MIT? No. Oh. The head of McGill from Penn. She kind of looked like a librarian. She kind of looked like your sister-in-law or something. She just looked like, And yet, she was the one forced out. She was the one forced out. Because it was different, maybe it was a different political culture or climate. I don't know what it was. But as soon as I saw Claudine Gay, I said, oh my God, here we go. And let me tell you what this woman did that was so stupid. Number one, Claudine, you listened to a bunch of lawyers. Sorry to say this, but you had lawyers tell you, treat you, show you how they were. You went over your testimony like you had a deposition or something. You say, no, that's not the way you did it. You need to have somebody who knows about PR and disaster maintenance and all that other kind of stuff. And what you should have done, which you didn't do, but what you should have done specifically is very simply this. You should have lied. Just lied. Lied about what you think, lied about what you did, lied about did you not see what was happening? Did you not see what was happening, Mike? Didn't you see that Stefanik and others? This woman had absolutely, positively, 100% no interest at all in getting to the truth of anything. Okay? Nothing. nothing. They had absolutely, positively, 100% no interest. She did. None whatsoever in anything even remotely interested in perhaps maybe setting a tone for civility on campus. She couldn't care less about claims of anti-Semitism. And you know what? Maybe she shouldn't. But all she had to do was lie. All she had to do was lie. Just lie. Just tell people, of course, Harvard stands behind the Constitution, and of course this is verboten, and we not stand. Of course, anti-Semitism is verboten. Of course, anti-Semitism. Of what are you talking about? What are you? Of course, yes, absolutely. What are you kidding me? Yes. But she didn't do that. No. It depends upon the context. Idiot. So for that reason, she should be canned because she's an idiot. And she's just an idiot. But she's technically right. In Harvard in the 70s, they had Confederate flags hanging out of dorms. And Derek Bach, I believe, the president said, well, it's free speech. And that's the way he goes, okay, fine. She's absolutely correct. You should not be fired, or rather dismissed, or thrown out of Harvard because you are racist, an anti-Semite, a misogynist, a transphobe, or anything. If you express a thought, as horrible as a thought is, so what? Do you hear what I'm saying? So what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what? Big deal. It's a thought. But you didn't do that. You got rid of people who use different pronouns, so they say. I can't verify each of the allegations, but you went into these weird kind of Title IX lectures. I mean, you went crazy if anybody ever even dared. If somebody actually was talking about reinstituting slavery or genocide of blacks, you would have been. They would have been shown the door. Don't let the ass kick you in the way, or your door kick you in the way. Anyway, you didn't do that. You did not do that. And the reason why is because that was different. But because this was Jews and Israel, well, we look the other way. And to reiterate, dear friend, I agree. I believe you should. It is the context. Brandenburg against Ohio. Supreme Court case. Is it likely to incite something? No. Well, then it's fine. Just because you said something which is awful and terrible. So what? So what? But that's not what happened. That's not what you did because you're too stupid to do this. And now plagiarism. They're just having the field day. There had been plagiarism talk. Remember your old days? Plagiarism was like, remember the old joke? If you steal from one, it's plagiarism. If you steal from a bunch, it's research. Plagiarism has always been this stuff. I'm not going to go through the list. Please Google all the famous. But the idea is that you would think somebody would say, listen, Claudine, I just want you to know something here. We have a lot of computer software that really allows us to check stuff. And the stuff that you might have gotten away with, before, maybe not now. And listen, you may have that funky haircut and the big glasses and that Urkel, RuPaul kind of vibe about you. But that's not going to help you in the event somebody really comes down to you. So let me just tell you something. You just give us a word. Are you sure there's nothing here plagiarized? Oh, no. Are you sure? Because if there is, you got to tell us. Of course not. Okay. Not only are we finding out that there might be plagiarism, but there's this new twist of she wouldn't turn over her data. I mean, this... And by the way, and I'm no expert, but her data, this race thing, if there are, I'm paraphrasing it poorly. If there are more African Americans in Congress, is this in any way inure to the benefit of African American and in a positivity? But what is this? This is a pretend scholarship. Who's in? Why is it always race? What did I ask that just now? Did I ask it? Forgive me. I asked that, didn't I? I really did. Why is it race? Why? Because everything's race. Everything's race. Everything's identitarian focus. So the bottom line is this. Claudine's got to go. She's caused so much problem, so much negative energy. And the longer you... By the way, I wish we could find out all of the Harvard students and graduate students and candidates who were bounced, told to leave, for violating something not even as remotely problematic as this. That's why she's got to leave. Not because of her hair, not because of her glasses, not because of her race, not because of her gender, not because... No. Time's up. Time's up. You did yourself such a disservice, both to you, to Harvard, to your students, because you realized, by virtue of the way you reacted, you don't belong there. Everything they're saying is true. You're some DEI, checkmark, quota, statistics, something or other, because this scholarship that they keep talking about, this incredible, immense scholarship, seems to be replete and contaminated with one fugazi instance after another. That's all. Okay, my friend, what do you think? What do you think, dear friend? What do you think? Please like what I said. Please follow what I've said. Please subscribe to the channel. And comment. Oh, baby. Comment as you see fit.